For our first heat, let's go ahead and go over a couple of our sponsors for tonight's event. As always, the series is put on by Third Party Gaming, Bender Designs, and Hearts Racing Innovations. Those are the big three sponsors for our series and most of the events of the Discord. We definitely can't do everything we do without Bender Designs and Hearts Racing Innovations, so we appreciate both of them. Want to also give a shout out to Troy's Auto Detailing as well. Without the support of everybody I just mentioned, we wouldn't be able to do what we do. As we get ready, we got 7 cars in today's heat. 24 cars will make our feature, so we're not going to have to worry about anything like that tonight. Starting off on our pole is going to be the number 518 of Jay Grandy. Sorry, I don't have his name up there. What do we got here? Of Joseph Grandy will be our pole setter. Sitting in second place is going to be the number 13 car of, I don't have his name either, I apologize, Michael Clark. And from there, we'll wait for our iRacing overlay to bring up the rest of them. We're still using sim racing apps for all of our streaming overlays. Normally, when I have them all set up, they work great, but we got Grandy bringing them in for the green flag racing this time as they come into turn 1. Michael Clark's going to go in for that inside slider, holding that inside line, but it looks like Joseph Grandy's going to lead him out of 2. As he looked back there, oh, and the outside wall, James Murphy is into the wall. That number 65 car, he's able to save it. He's able to keep it going, but he got into that outside wall going into turn 3. I'm sure there's going to be a little bit of damage on this outside front, that right front there, but we'll see if he's able to make up for it. He's able to take the inside line right now. Number 13 is into the wall, Michael Clark as well. That is your outside pole sitter. He's bounced all the way back to that 6th place position. As we go around, it looks like Joseph Grandy is still holding a commanding lead as we come around as our 4th lap of 10 laps. Tristan Sykes in that number 99 car sitting in the 2nd place spot, and Dylan Patterson, a familiar 3PG face, is sitting in 3rd place, rounding out the podium. 4th place as of right now is going to be the number 5 car of Alex Sun, and sounding out the top 5 will be the 07 car of Dan McLeod. And as you can see, he's got a commanding lead right now, about 7, 8, 9 tenths of a second ahead of Tristan Sykes right now. Joseph Grandy is. Let's go ahead and take a look at Tristan Sykes. As you can see, Dylan Patterson is right on his bumper. He's trying to do everything he can to see if he can get around him. Let's go ahead and take a cockpit view at Dylan Patterson right now. Ooh, right as we go into him, it's some broadcaster bad luck. He goes immediately into the outside wall coming out of turn 2. And he's able to hold it down. It looks like he is still about a second and a half behind Tristan. But guess who is just behind him? You got the number 5 car right here of Alex Sun. Hopefully we don't give him some broadcaster bad luck as well as he's sitting here trying to catch up to Dylan Patterson. He's got 3 laps to go. Looks like all the cars have made it through this race so far, except for the number 65 of James Murphy. James ended up going in the pit row, it looks like. Probably had a lot to do with that damage coming out of lap 1, turn 3. Dylan's into the wall. Dylan's into the wall, and Alex tries to get around him. He has to check up. He can't get around him on the outside. 2 laps to go as time by. First and second look pretty good. I believe Joseph's up here. He's going to have no problems taking care of business, getting the win in Heat 1. Tristan's probably going to do more of the same in Heat 2. But 3rd place, I'm not so sure about yet. Dylan might have it locked up, but the number 5 car of Alex Sun is trying to do everything he can to make it around him. Looks like that's going to be your top 3. Here's your battle for 4th right now. Alex Sun, Dan McLeod, Michael Clark is going to be 4th, 5th, and 6th for you. And that's going to be Heat 1 of the Third Party Gaming Hustlers Division's 3rd recruitment race here at Lucas Oil. Honestly, for the most part, not a bad race. I don't know what the rest of you guys thought over here in the chat. Honestly, I didn't think that was a bad race. It could have been a lot worse. So we'll go ahead and get lined up and get ready for heat number 2. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the cars in this heat real quick. If I could get clicked on just one car, here we go. And I apologize. Like I said, I don't got the overlays like I would like, and I am also sitting in my sim rig ready to start racing again as soon as this broadcast is over, so I'm not able to click everything as quick as I normally would. Just wanted to thank everybody who is currently live in the chat right now. I do appreciate you guys here. But let's go ahead and go over our starting few cars. Sitting in the 09 car is going to be, and I can't find his overlay anywhere. Not right. Ah, Mr. Junkman. How did I know? It's got number 20 on iRacing in 09, so we'll have to get that fixed before the season starts for myself. But sitting on your pole is going to be the number 09 car of Drew Junkman. Sitting outside pole is going to be the number... I'm going to just do it like this. We'll get it figured out. Drew Junkman, Tate Sander, Grady Urham, Logan Hines, Jacob Lassiter, Ty Williams, Caden Searcy is your lineup. Sorry to do it like that, but I gotta get everybody's things saved again. Oh, but let's go ahead and watch it as Drew Junkman. It looks like we are 1 to green right now. I believe the pace truck is going to get ready to go in the pit road, and we're going to go ahead and get going green flag racing. Drew Junkman's going to lead him around into turn 3 and 4. Who do you guys think's going to win it? I personally think Drew's going to take this one home. I know Drew was very dominant before, and I expect more of the same. And Drew Junkman's going to lead him around. They're definitely good. He waited, and he's gone. The 09 car is going to bring him around for the second heat, first of 10 laps. Tate Sanders doing what he can, staying on that outside line of the number 42 car. But take a... Holy crap, look at the number 74. I had to count. Everybody's numbers all messed up. When everybody gets potential invites, I'll have to get everything updated. But look at Grady Urnham and that number 74 machine on the inside. It's technically the number 43 car on the stream, a 74 if you're looking at the standings bar on the left-hand side. He's really trying to make that low side work. Drew Junkman sitting on the outside in that Speed Ranch 09 car, still leading after 3 laps of 10. Making that outside line look like cakework out there. Let's go ahead and take a cockpit view of Drew right now. And the top line is fast, but our favorite thing about Lucas Oil, it is a top or bottom. I mean, you can do either or. The middle is not very fast, but the top and the bottom are both very quick here. As you can see, Drew Junkman making quick work. Lap 5 out of 10, leading every single lap so far. But still, right on his bumper, you got the number... I want to say 74. I keep messing up. The number 43 car of Grady Urham. Not to mention Tate Sander and that number 42 UMP machine right behind them. Another 3 PG regular. It looks like you got Jacob Lassiter sitting in the 4th place position. And we got a yellow. We got our very first yellow of the night. Let's go ahead and see what we can figure out what's going on. Looks like that is going to be the number 42 of Tate Sander. Looks like him and Jacob Lassiter, maybe? Let's go ahead and take a look. That is going to be, nope, just the number 42 himself. Tate Sander ended up having a date with that infield tractor tire. As I know how that goes, I have kissed that tire way too many times. For anybody watching our practice stream, you guys watched me kiss that tire a couple times. So that's going to be his very first fast repair. That'll be the first strike on him for the night, and we'll go ahead and get back going the green flag racing. Let's take a look at our current standings as the pace truck goes ahead and makes its way out here. Let's get caught up. Wish I could have done it a little quicker. Sitting in the 09 car, your current leader is going to be the Speed Ranch machine of Drew Junkman. Sitting right behind him is going to be the number 43 car of Grady Urnham. Sitting in that 3rd place spot now is going to be the number 51 car of Jacob Lassiter. Sitting in 4th place, I believe, let's make sure I got everything labeled right. Yes, it is. It's going to be the number 3 car of Ty Williams. Sitting in that 5th place position is going to be the number 27 car of Logan Haynes. Sitting in that 6th place spot is going to be the number 27 or the number 17 car of Caden Searcy. And as you can see, Tayton Sander has made his way back out, and he is here and coming out to the green flag. But let's get caught back up with Drew Junkman and our leader, and we're 4 laps to go. Drew Junkman's going to elect to take the outside line, and Grady's going to go on the inside. Ty Williams is following the inside. He throws the slider up, tries to take third. He clears. Ty Williams the third. Jacob Lassiter the fourth. And Ty is trying to make that outside line work. I think he sees our leaders pull it off, and he wants to follow right behind him. No, he doesn't. He's going inside. He tries to block. And we got a yellow flag. Let's go ahead and see what that one was on. I believe that's going to be on Caden Searcy. Is that not on Caden Searcy? Oh no, it was on Tate Sander. I'm so sorry, Caden. I mean, it might have been on him. Yeah, it looks like Caden Searcy and Tate Sander ended up coming into each other. Tayton went low, or Tayton was turning into turn 1. Caden went down on top of him, and there was just not enough lane for both of them. Sorry it took me so long to figure that one out. That one had me messed up. I couldn't figure that one out for nothing. Let's go ahead and get caught back up with our leader right now, Drew Junkman, as we got 3 laps to go. I believe we are about to go green this time by. Lights are off on the pace truck as I believe we are going green. Drew Junkman's still going to be your leader with Grady Earnham sitting in that 2nd place spot. Number 3 car, Ty Williams, has made his way up to 3rd with number 51 at Jacob Lassiter sitting in 4th. And Logan Haynes is going to round out that top 5 as we go ahead. Drew Junkman's bringing them around 3 and 4, and we are back racing. Here we go, green flag. Drew to the top, Grady to the bottom, Ty Williams is going bottom, possible slider line to block Jacob, and here they go, 2 laps to go. Drew Junkman still holding a very consistent line on the outside. Grady's trying to work the inside, see what he can do to make it work. White flag, it's time. And I think it's going to be more of the same. Drew Junkman's coming around. Grady's trying to make something happen on the inside. Grady's got to run. Grady's got to run, but he's not going to get it. It's going to be Drew, winner of Heat 2. Grady will take 2nd place, and Ty Williams rounding out your podium. Jacob Lassiter will take 4th, and Tayton Sander is going to make his way up into a top 5 position for that 2nd heat. And we haven't had the dreaded 3rd heat in a recruitment race in a long time, but here we are. Heat race number 3. Who do you guys think is going to be the favorite on this one? I was right last time with Drew Junkman taking it home, but I'm not sure who's going to get it today. Who do you guys think? While we wait for them, we'll go ahead and go over the current starting order because a lot of these are regulars and I know their numbers already. Starting on the pole is going to be the number 64 car of Jared Murphy. Outside pole is going to be the number 37 car of Brandon Marlowe. Sitting in 3rd place is going to be the number 36 car of Charles New, the 3rd. Sitting in 4th is going to be the number 96 car of Daniel Brady. Sitting in 5th is going to be the number 26 car of... Sorry, his number is completely different from his iRacing overlay. So, I'm going to cheat. Matt Fletchell. And sitting in the number 15 car, sitting on 3rd row outside, is going to be Dalton Bragg. Let me go ahead and get everything pulled back up real quick, get that turned off so everything looks good again, and we'll sit here and wait for Jared to bring them around for some green flag racing. Who do you guys think is going to win this? I think Brandon Marlowe is going to sneak in there and get it done on the outside. I think he might do it. I don't know. Who do you guys think is going to win it, chat? Let us know. Go ahead and post it in the description, and let's see who's going to get it done. Like I said, Jared Jared Murphy in the 64, Brandon Marlowe in the 37, Charles New to third in the 36, and Daniel Brady in that second row outside in the 96 machine. That's your top four going into the third heat. I'm going to shut up and let's see him bring it around the green. Here we go. Jared Murphy's going to lead him around. Green flag. Brandon Marlowe's leading him on the second row outside. Everybody's going to look for that outside. Nobody's going to take the inside. Jared Murphy's going to bring him around. We're three wide coming out of turn two. Brandon Marlowe on the outside. Charles New in the middle. And the number 26 car of Matt Fletchel trying to make it work. He started back in fifth, and he's already about to get up to second if he can make that inside line work. Jared Murphy is still holding that solid lead. He's got about a half second, maybe 3/4 of a second once he gets lined up on the straightaway. Very commanding 3 laps of 10 down. Brandon Marlowe still held in the second place spot though. He's got Matt Fletchel and Charles New coming on the inside who's going to make it work. Four laps of 10 this time by, and I mean we got a battle for second place going on here between Brandon Marlowe and Matt Fletchel. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we got here a little bit more in depth. Matt Fletchel really might be able to make it work on the inside line. He's trying to come around in that Fusion Speed Shop number 26 machine. Brandon's trying to make it work on that outside, but the longer those two fight, the closer you're going to have Charles New and that 36 catch up quicker and quicker and quicker. Not to mention there, you got Dalton Bragg in the 15 car. This top 5 is looking really good. To be honest with you, 5th through... Oh, Dalton Bragg, something happened in that 15 machine according to my scoring. But Dalton Bragg up to Brandon Marlowe is separated by about a half second, maybe 3/4 of a second as we're halfway to go. But you know, the one consistent we've had, Jared Murphy, is still sitting there in that first place position. His lead is built up to about 3/4 of a second to a second at this point. He's led every lap from start to finish. Brandon Marlowe still holding second, and Matt Fletchel still sitting in third. Oh, we got some tight racing going on in the back. Let's take a look at that. Charles New in the third and Dalton Bragg. Really tight racing going on for fifth. Not to mention fourth right in front of him. You got Daniel Brady trying to get away from him while those two battle for position as we're 2 laps to go this time by. Ooh, they touch. Charles gets to the inside of them. They're going to make it. They're going to keep going. White flag this time around as Jared Murphy's going to take it. He's got a very commanding lead, about a second and a half at this point. I think he's going to go ahead and take this one home, barring no errors. Brandon Marlowe in second, and it looks like that's still going to be Matt Fletchel fighting for third with Daniel Brady. But it doesn't matter because Jared Murphy's going to be your winner of Heat 3. Brandon Marlowe will be second, and rounding out your podium is going to be Matt Fletchel. I believe this is the final heat race. Yes, it is. We're going to have a warm-up now. Usually we like to burn up the track a little bit, get it nice and racy for everybody. So it'll be a 3-minute warm-up. We should be honoring that for everybody. We're going to go ahead and take a minor break here. So I'll go ahead and just pull the cam up on one of the drivers. As you can see the cluster, here they come. Have fun, everybody. I'll be back in about 2 minutes. I am still here taking care of a couple things. Lockwood 4128, I do appreciate the follow. I didn't want you to think I didn't see you. We're just taking care of a couple things for the feature. Alright, we are back. We are ready to go. Let's go ahead and get ready for our feature lineup. As you can see, starting in first place is going to be the number 518 car of Joseph Grandy. Sitting in second place is going to be the number 09 vehicle, the Speed Ranch car of Drew Junkman, your second heat race winner. Sitting in third is going to be the second Murphy brother, Jared Murphy. As you know, James Murphy is someone who's ran in here for a long time. Sitting in fourth place is going to be the number 99 car of Tristan Sykes. And sitting in that fifth place position is going to be the number 43 car of Grady Erham. Sitting in sixth place is going to be the number 37 of Brandon Marlowe. Sitting in seventh place is going to be the number 18 car of Dylan Patterson. Sitting in eighth is going to be the number 3 car of Ty Williams. Sitting in ninth place is going to be the number 26 car of Matt Fletchell. And rounding out our top 10 is going to be the number 5 car of Alex Sun. As we go ahead and make our way a little bit further, sitting in 11th place is going to be the number 51 of Jacob Lassiter. Sitting in 12th is going to be the number 96 of Daniel Brady. Sitting in 13th is going to be the 07 car of Dan McLeod. Sitting in 4th is going to be the number 13 car of Michael Clark. Sitting in 17th is going to be Logan Haynes. And then 18th, 19th, and 20th will be rounded out by Dalton Bragg, James Murphy, Charles New III, and Caden Searcy if Caden's going to take his spot. But enough of that. Let's go ahead and get caught back up to our leaders as we get ready to go 1 to green. And look at this view. What a view of UMPs we got. It is recruitment race number 3 of the 3PG Hustlers division. And I tell you what, boys, I am ready. I hope you are too. Taking a cockpit view of Joseph Grandy before we go green flag racing. Here we go, boys. Let's go. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing. Joseph Grandy's going to lead him into turn 1. He's going to take a high side line, and it's been quick all night. Let's see if he's going to be able to make it happen as we come around the backstretch. He's still going to lead him. Drew Junkman's doing what he can to try to make it in on that inside line. Who's going to lead him after lap 1? It is Joseph Grandy, but Drew Junkman's right there. Jared Murphy's still in third. Sitting behind him, we've got a bunch of racing back there as well. It's some of the best we've had in a long time as we are 2 laps of 30 coming around turn 4. Multiple cars are 3 wide, 4 wide coming into this race right now. Joseph Grandy and Drew Junkman. But look at that on the inside line. We're 3 wide battling for the lead as Jared Murphy's going to see what he can do to get his name into the fight. Look at here as we got the top 3 cars fighting for first place. Drew Junkman's trying to see what he could do to make some separation. He's running the bottom to the middle right now as Joseph Grandy's been very dominant on that top line. Oh, they touch. Drew Junkman's on the outside wall, and Jared Murphy's going to take advantage. Yellow flag right now. Yellow flag. So let's go ahead and see if we can figure out what happened there. Jacob Lassiter, it looks like, in the number 51, I believe, is who that was. Let me go ahead and get that pulled back up. Yeah, I'm not really sure. I don't know if his car locked up or what the case may have been, but it looks like he got into the number 5 car, what would have been, of Alex Sun. So it looks like that's going to be Jacob Lassiter and Alex Sun that were involved in that crash, unfortunately. Let's go ahead and get... Jesus, I sound like a smoker. Go ahead and get caught back up with our leaders as we are 4 laps of 30 into this A main tonight for our 3rd recruitment race here for the Third Party Gaming Hustlers division at Lucas Oil. Like I said, sitting in first place is going to be the number 09 car of Drew Junkman. Sitting in second, it's going to be your pole sitter, the 518 of Joseph Grandy. Sitting in third place, same race he started, is going to be the number 64 of Jared Murphy. And sitting in fourth place is going to be the number 43 of Grady Ernham. Rounding out your top 5. On my screen, it says Brandon Marlowe, the number 37. Here he is. I couldn't see between him and Tristan Sykes. I thought it bounced on me. So again, guys, who do you think's going to win? Who do you think's going to get this race down? Who is going to be the winner after 25 more laps? Is it going to be Drew Junkman or Joseph Grady, the two people battling for the front? Is Jared Murphy going to slide his name into the mix, or is it going to be somebody else? Go ahead and put it in the chat. Let's see what you guys think as we get ready to go green flag. Lights are on the pace truck still, so we are going to pace for at least one more lap. I believe what's going on is race control is either making a call or allowing time for one of the cars to get their vehicles repaired. Pace truck lights are out. We are 1 to green. You're about to see all the cars get lined up 2 by 2 by 2 by 2 by 2. Here we go. Drew Junkman's going to lead him out of turn 2, and he's going to take him to your green flag. Joseph Grady on the outside, and Jared Murphy, Grady Earnham, Brady Marlowe is how it follows on your top 5. And we are back to racing. Here we go. Drew Junkman takes him down. Here they come down the front stretch. Green flag racing. Joseph Grandy's going to take that outside line. Who's going to win it? Tight racing, but they hold as they come out of turn 1. Here comes all the racers coming down to turn 3. Drew Junkman's still going to lead him around. Jared Murphy's doing everything he can to try to make that low side work. He knows if he can potentially get this race won. Joseph Grandy's trying to stick with the outside. He's quick, but he's opening the door for Grady Earnham to try to make it 3 wide, trying to battle for second with 3 cars. Drew Junkman still sitting with a comfortable lead on the outside. He's pushing away. He's hoping these 3 cars keep fighting each other for second, because the more they fight, the quicker he can get away. What a beautiful view that was. It can't get much better than that as we're 8 laps of 30 here at Lucas Oil. Drew Junkman, Joseph Grandy, and Jared Murphy has been the story of this race so far. Drew's trying to get away, but he can't. Joseph's staying on his bumper, and you got Grady Earnham making that outside work as well as he's starting to get around Jared Murphy for that 3rd place spot. A lot of tight racing in the back, a lot of bumping in the back. That back row is 3 wide right there. A lot of bumping, beating, and banging. Let's go ahead and see if we can take a look at what's happening back there as we get a look at Dalton Bragg, Jacob Lassiter, the 2 in the back. You got Charles New right here, as well as the number 26 car and the 13 getting into each other as well. There's a whole slew of racing just everywhere you look on this track. Start to back, front to back, start to finish. Everywhere you can think of, there's racing everywhere. Drew Junkman is still going to be your leader. He's about 6, 7, 8 tenths of a second ahead. Joseph Grady and Grady Earnham are really trying to see what they can do. They're trying to battle it out and see if one can outbest the other and start to make up ground on Drew. But the longer they fight, the further away Drew's going to get. Jared Murphy and Brandon Marlowe are going to round out your top 5, but don't look now. It's that number 3 car, Ty Williams. Ty Williams is starting to put his name in the mix. That's a car, if I remember correctly, started, I believe, in about 8th or 9th place. Really trying to see if he can throw his name in the hat and make a move. As he throws a slider on Brandon Marlowe, he throws a crossover on him. We're 4 wide, 3 wide. We're bumping going into 3. They're still alive, but Brandon Marlowe looked like he ended up getting the worst end of that stick, unfortunately. Ty Williams, James Murphy, and the number 99 car, Tristan Six. They get into each other. They're spinning. I think that's going to bring our next caution of the night. We'll go ahead and take another look at that one, but I think we can all see this pretty clearly. We'll even do slow-mo just to make it a little easier, as it looks like James Murphy and the number 99 car of Tristan Sykes, they don't touch going into turn 1. James Murphy sends it inside. I don't know if he gets loose, but Tristan Sykes gets it to the back of him, and the rest is history, and you see what happened from there. Looks like the 96 of Daniel Brady is an innocent bystander, and we have our second, I believe it is our second caution of tonight's A main over here at Lucas Oil. As it sits right now, Drew Junkman is your leader. Joseph Grandy sitting in second. Grady Earnham in third. Fourth place is going to be Jared Murphy, and in fifth is Ty Williams. Sitting in sixth place is going to be the elder brother, I believe, James Murphy in the 65 car. And seventh on back, we'll see how it gets lined up after a lap gets in because of the caution, because I don't think Tristan Sykes will be in seventh. I don't know if Daniel Brady was able to make it through that as well. But we'll go ahead and get ready to get lined up. Pace truck is going off as they come around turn 2. We're going to get ready and go green flag racing. Green flag, here we go as Drew Junkman takes him around to turn 4. He's going, and we got green flag racing. Joseph Grandy still sitting in that second place spot. It's been a battle between those two, but Grady Earnham's going inside. Can he make it around in turn 2? Turn 2 on the exit. Wow, I can't talk. My words are tongue twisting on themselves, but they're coming to turn 3 and 4 very quick, very hot. Contact for the lead. Drew Junkman got contact by Grady Earnham, and he's able to break the momentum and take first place, and he is heading out of here. Drew Junkman's trying to do what he can to get that spot back as we got a three-way fight for the lead. Joseph Grandy ain't taking his name out of the mix, but here comes Ty Williams and James Murphy on the inside. It's anybody's race. 14 laps to go in today's A main over here at Lucas Oil. Today's leader is going to be Grady Earnham. Drew Junkman has probably led the most laps so far, sitting in second, and your pole sitter, Joseph Grady, is sitting in third, but that is going to be our fourth caution of the night. Let's go ahead and see if I can figure out what happened. I think the Tristan Sykes car was involved, unfortunately. Oh my, we got a wreck. Holy crap, what do we got here? Cars are on their roofs, cars are spinning out, they're flipping. What do we got? Let's go ahead and go slow-mo. I think the wreck even happened before that almost. We'll go slow-mo at this point. It looks like we got the 64 of Jared Murphy, the 18 of Dylan Patterson, and the 07 of Dan McLeod coming around turn 3 and 4. As they come around the exit of 4, there is a whole lot of cars and a whole little track. 4 wide, 13, Dan McLeod, Dylan Patterson, Jared Murphy. They get into each other 4 wide. Cars are going into each other. They're going through each other. Dylan Patterson is doing kick flips on the track with a UMP. Charles New gets into the back of him. Jared Lassiter makes it down on the inside. Cars are braking. Dalton Bragg in the 15 drifts around them all to avoid it. Boys, that's a wreck. 4 cars cannot make it in one spot. Holy crap. But that is going to be what causes your fourth caution of the night of the third-party gaming UMP Hustlers division. Recruitment race number 3 at Lucas Oil. I will get better at coming up with names, but we are not there today. Let's go ahead and get caught back up with our leaders as we are 1 to go, getting ready to go green. Sorry for that entertaining cinematic, but Grady Earnham is about to lead him around turn 3, coming into turn 4. It's his green. He's going for it. Holy crap, here it goes, green flag racing. They're almost 4 wide coming out of turn 1. We are 3 wide, 4 wide fighting for that second spot. You got Drew Junkman, Joseph Grandy, Ty Williams, James Murphy. Throw Michael Clark in the mix in the number 13. Ty Williams with the slider above all of them. You got 3, 4 cars all fighting for the... Oh, Joseph Grandy's around. Drew Junkman's involved. Ty Williams, Dalton Bragg, Charles New. We got our 5th caution of the night. Let's go ahead and try to figure out what happened on that one. I think we all know exactly what happened. There was a lot of race cars and not enough racetrack, but let's go ahead and take a look specifically. I think this all starts personally as you're coming around turn 2, and you got Joseph Grandy, Drew Junkman, and Ty Williams. You got 3 cars in half a track with Michael Clark trying to throw his name in the mix. We'll go half speed real quick, try to take a view. Looks like all the cars start beating and banging going down the backstretch. Drew Junkman dives low. I don't know if that got anybody involved. Everybody's going around. I don't know if Drew Junkman actually got into Joseph Grandy a little bit. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at that. Look at me playing race control. I'm too used to this. I'm not used to broadcasting. He might have got into Joseph. We'll let race control make that call as we get ready to get caught back up with our leaders. So as we wait for race control to make that call, let's go ahead and take a look at where our current leaders stand. Still sitting in first place with 11 laps to go. We got the number 43 car of Grady Earnham. Sitting in second place is going to be the number 13 car of Michael Clark, it looks like. And in third place is going to be the number 65 car, a 3PG veteran at this point, James Murphy. As we sit here and wait, I believe the pace truck either this lap or next lap will give us the 1 to green. I can't see the lights on the car, unfortunately, so we'll sit here and patiently wait. They're not 2x2, and so we're going to have at least 1 more lap pacing before we go green. Again, guys, 10 laps to go. Who do you think's going to win? We've had 4 cautions, or 5 cautions, I believe now. So honestly, not doing terrible for a recruitment race. As far as I'm concerned, the top 10 is still in this race across the board. There's a lot of really fast cars. We're going to see who can get it done. Like I said, sitting here, we got Grady Earnham, Michael Clark, and James Murphy sitting in your top 3 right now. Here they go, 2x2. Pace truck is getting ready to go off. We are still sitting here. Grady Earnham on the pole. Michael Clark sitting in second. James Murphy in that third place position. And Matt Fletchell has made his way to the second row outside. I believe that is Jacob Lassiter sitting in fifth. And Daniel Brady in sixth. Grady comes around. He's leading him around. James almost jumped, but he put it back. He's back in line, and we're back racing. Very close on James's part, but he ended up getting back. I know race control will take a look at that as we're 4 wide coming out of turn 2. Grady Earnham's going to lead him after turn 1, and we got another caution. That is going to be our 6th caution of the night. Let's go ahead and take a look at what happened there. Hey, we're doing very, very good up to this point. Oh! Looks like the number 37 of Brandon Marlowe is involved. Let's go ahead and take a look at what happened here in the slow-mo cam. Looks like you're going to have Brandon Marlowe and Daniel Brady get into each other. He gets into the 07 car of Dan McLeod. Holy crap, Dalton Bragg. Who was that? Joseph Grandy. He ramped him. He literally ramped him and did a barrel roll on him. Holy crap. Watch this on the left-hand side. He ramps him right into the wall. Holy crap. I think that car is going to be done for the night, boys. I don't think there's any recovering from that, unfortunately. They might be able to get it done, but I'm not thinking so. We are 10 laps to go. We were only able to get 1 lap done in that, and I believe we are getting ready to go 1 to green. Yep. Lights are off. We're going single file because we weren't able to get a lap done, and we'll see who can bring this home. Grady Earnham still going to be sitting in your first place spot with Mitchell Clark and James Murphy sitting behind him. Who's going to get it done as Grady leaves him around? There he goes. He's got a good start, but so does Mitchell Clark. He wasn't sleeping on it at all as he brings him around. Grady goes high, Mitchell goes high, James goes low. Here they go around turn 3 and 4. James is trying to make that low side work. He's a 3PG veteran, gotten a lot of wins around here, so I think he might be able to get it done tonight, trying to show what these new recruits, what they got to look forward to for the league. But Grady Earnham, he's a brand new participant in 3PG events in general, trying to go 1 for 1 in that 43 gosh, I can't talk today. 43 Fusion setup speed shot machine. Man, go ahead, Justin. Say your words. 7 laps to go this time by as Grady leads him around turn 3 and 4. James is going to stick on that inside line. And Mitchell Clark, as you can see, trying to make the outside work. Matt Fletchell and Jacob Lassiter are going to round out your top 5 as of right now. Everything's starting to calm down. We got about 5 laps to go at this point, and as you can see, it's starting to become single file and 2x2 racing. Grady Earnham still going to be leading them on your screen as you got James Murphy and Mitchell Clark still holding out your top 3. The number 26 car of Matt Fletchell and that number 51 of Jacob Lassiter starting to get some real tight racing. Jacob Lassiter trying to make the outside work. Matt Fletchell starting to blink a little bit. I don't know if I can hold on him. Let's go to somebody else while he figures his internet connection out. Can we get the very first timing error? I've been hearing about that wireless connection error, but it doesn't matter for now. We are on our 7th caution of the night. Let's go ahead and see what we got going on here. Was it not you? Not really sure what happened. I don't know if I missed a caution. I can't find it. The only thing I could think of, I saw a car peeking out of pit row. Unless that car just, he was peeked out enough to start the caution. That's like the only thing I could think of that caused it, because I don't see anything. I'm not really sure what that was, to be honest with you. We're 1 to green this time by. I'm sorry. I looked everywhere. I couldn't find that caution. We're going to try again. Grady Earnham's going to lead him around with James Murphy sitting in 2nd and Mitchell Clark on that 3rd place line. James trying to do what he can to time that restart, getting a little antsy, but he gave that spot back as we go around green. James Murphy sitting on the outside. Is Mitchell Clark going to make a move as he kind of led off? He opened the door for Mitchell. They touch. Mitchell Clark's able to save it, and James is going around. They touch again. All 3 leaders are touching each other right now. That definitely didn't sound good at all, but we're 2 laps to go. Grady Earnham is going to lead him around. I believe he is going to lead him around for your white flag this time by. It's getting real dicey coming out of turn 4 or 3. 4 wide racing for the white flag. 3, 4 wide going into turn 1. And here it is. There's your cockpit view of Grady Earnham. He's going to take home your third-party gaming recruitment race number 3 for the 3PG Hustlers. And I think you got a new championship competitor for the James Murphys and the Colton Zimmers of the world. Grady Earnham is your winner. Sitting in 2nd place is going to be the number 13 car of Mitchell Clark, as well as the number 65 car of James Murphy, rounding out your top 5. Alright, give me 1 second, everybody, and I will go ahead and get everyone pooled, and we will do interviews. Mr. Murphy, how you doing, sir?
A lot better now than I was earlier.
Beautiful race, by the way.
Thank you.
Got a little dicey at first. I ain't about to lie to you, but
I thought I had something if we could have just went green.
I
I didn't get used up, but
I mean, we're technically live, and I know this ain't part of the interview technically, but I thought you guys were after that first like 15 lap run. I thought you guys were gonna go green the whole way.
yeah.
It looked
Then
good.
cautions bring cautions.
Well, I'm kind of happy that happened too, because it gives us a chance to look at who should, shouldn't be, all that good stuff. Trying to give a couple more minutes for Michael or Grady to join. I don't know if they know that we do interviews truly, so I'm trying to give them a couple minutes to hop in here.
What's Hard Charger pay tonight?
Here, I'm actually looking for a sponsor for that. We're gonna get that here soon.
I was messing around with them in Discord. I'm about to win this thing for 19. I was about to. I thought this is a 40 lap race. I think I would have chanced. I literally started dead last.
There we go. Sent my really long message to them. Give them all a chance to join. Didn't join our chat, did they? No, I don't see them. It's the only downside to this. We have a lot of chats. Well, I'm not seeing them, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and you're going to be our lone interviewer. You want to imitate Mitchell and Grady for me, or you just want to be James Murphy tonight?
I'm not very good at doing it myself.
Oh, hang on. I see Mitchell Clark right here. There we go. One of them joined. Oh, Grady's coming too. Yeah, it's a good thing I didn't just start. I was about to go, and I just saw you guys.
Okay.
So, first off, congratulations for a top 3. In short, I do these interviews very short and sweet, just a couple questions, thank sponsors, all that fun stuff. As far as for Grady and Michael, just DM me after this, and we'll get payment taken care of for you two as well. But other than that, yeah, I'll start with third and roll my way up to first. So, everybody, any questions? Or pretty straightforward, I assume.
Yeah.
Easy enough. Cool. We are live in about 5 seconds. Alright, everybody, welcome back to the conclusion of the third recruitment race for our third party gaming Hustlers UMP division. Third place here, as always, a 3PG veteran at this point, James Murphy. James, first off, I think this is the first time we've seen you back this season. I don't know if you were in the first race or not. It's been so long ago since we canceled last week's. How'd it feel to essentially get hard charger from cycling to the back and coming all the way back to third?
Feels good. Was able to keep my car somewhat from coming through there. I think it was a longer race. I could have had something, but it took me forever to get up there. But other than that, it was really a good race. I mean, it was top to bottom. Everybody was going everywhere. It was a little chaotic, but that's what you have on a track like that.
Chaotic is probably the safest word we can throw in there. It was an interesting race to say the least, but a hell of a run nonetheless. You got any sponsors or anybody you'd like to thank?
Thank y'all for putting all this stuff on. Talking Dirt, AJ Hunting for the rap, and everybody with the League of Outlaws.
And there you have it. That's going to be James Murphy, our third place finisher. Now let's go ahead and get moved on to second. Second place is going to be the number 13 car here of Michael Clark. First off, Michael, I believe you, as well as Grady, are new here to 3PG. Just want to welcome you because I think this is the first event you've ever ran with us solo, whether it be us partnering with somebody or whatever. Gotta feel strong with a second place finish. Hell of a run to start with us.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Struggled in qualifying a little bit. Made some adjustments for the feature and seemed to work out. We were really fast. Uh, Me and Grady both. So
Yeah, you guys had some crazy fast cars, that's for sure. I was talking about you. I believe you got Fusion on your car, and I was calling Grady's out too, but I don't want to missay his speed shop name as well. I believe it was Fusion as well. So you guys were super fast out there. Definitely going to give some competition for the league, other than probably the sponsor I just called out. Do you got anybody else you'd like to thank?
yeah, NLRA. That's our team here, and they do a lot for us, as well as Fusion Setup Shop, uh, Keep Speed, Stephen Gaines Consulting, UDTV, All Out Graphics.
Oh, perfect. That's going to be Michael Clark, our second place finisher, everybody. I want to, like I said again, thank you for coming out. I know it's the first time I've seen you, and I'm sure it won't be the last time I see you on the podium as well, and probably taking home some wins here soon. I'm very happy to add to the competition here. Hopefully, see you again.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
And like I said, everybody, that's going to be Michael Clark. Now let's go ahead and get moved on to our first place finisher, who I assume in iRacing his number is 74, because I've hit the 74 hockey and looked at 43 probably 50 times tonight. It's going to be the 43 of Grady Earnham. First off, Grady, another essentially 3PG rookie, very first event I believe I've ever seen you in ever with 3PG. It's got to feel good starting 1 for 1.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I felt pretty good all night, and Michael and I talked to make some adjustments. I didn't really do too well in qualifying, but did relatively good in the heat race. Felt confident in the heat race, running to the bottom, and went to the feature, made some more adjustments, and felt great. So
Yeah, I can tell for the most part it looked really good. That was one of the things I was calling out in the very beginning of the broadcast. I remember it was looked like Drew and Joseph for the most part, but you were making that inside line work and kind of just sneaking further and further and further until they made a mistake. But you got any sponsors or anybody you'd like to thank?
yeah, everybody over at Fusion and NLRA, Speed by Watts, Michael, and a couple other guys were helping me, really telling me what adjustments to make. Juju Suites, Sipes Driveway Ceiling, Roth Excavating, Sipes Lawn Care, Valley Contracting, and everybody over on Your Deal for putting us on.
Awesome. We appreciate you guys coming out as well. We hope to see you at more events. I assume obviously for the season, but more than welcome to see you at other recruitment races coming up as well, or any single events we do, because I know we have a few coming up. Plus, with us partnering, I believe, with Regal Productions on 3 more races for a challenge series, I could see you guys being fast in that one as well. But everybody, that's gonna be your first place finisher, Grady. Is it Earnman? Is it Earnman?
Ermin.
Erman. I'm sorry.
Yes,
So
sir.
I'll
You're good.
I will get everybody's names down correctly. There's a few people I misspell or mispronounce all the time, but I will get it down by the start of the season. That is going to be Grady Ehrman, everybody.
Thanks, man.
So I'll get you guys moved, and I'll be down in the iRacing chat later. As far as payment for you two, just DM me.
Sounds
All
good,
right,
man.
sounds
Thank you.
Thank you.
Alright, just wanted to get them two moved down. In closing, hell of a race, start to finish. I'll go ahead and get them invitations sent out here shortly and payouts for Grady and Michael. What we have coming up next, 1 week from today, is going to be recruitment race number 4. We'll have the poster track and everything released for that tomorrow, and I will see everybody at 10 p.m. then. We will be live on TikTok as always, and we will have the video and broadcast of everything uploaded to YouTube shortly after that. Any questions, comments, concerns, go ahead and join the Discord, discord.gg/3pg. We can answer anything or even get you in the league if you're looking to get involved from there. Other than that, I hope everybody has a great night, and I will see you next week.